Okay, so I think we are live. Just give me a second. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, good evening and welcome back to our last day of our HTML and CSS. And today, we are going to cover the project. Uh, First of all, let me just share my screen. And again, don't mind my messy hairs and me. You are not here to see me again. Yeah, like time is my progress is 90% attendance. I think, Sai Durga, you have to mark your attendance every day. So I think you forgot to mark your marking your attendance a day or two. So that's why you are getting 57 only there. Okay. So give me a second. Mm-mm-mm. So here we are. Yeah. So by the way, we are going to start with our project. So I hope you are able to see my screen. And by the way, I will tell you how to download your certificate as well. So this is the project that we are going to create. And in this project, I'm just going to cover the first two parts, like this header section and a little bit of this cards. And your assignment is to create this last section here. So you have to create this by yourself. And we are just going to cover this first two parts here in the class. So like kind of homework or assignment here. So shall we start? And you will get your download certificate button here as soon as this session ends. You're just going to get a button here. Using that, you can download your certificate. So before ending my session, I will just tell you how you can download your certificate. Okay. I will join after an hour. Okay, sure, sure. What is the like you can submit a type assignment today, by the way. So it's the best time to submit a time. Just give me a second. Okay. Yeah, so can you see the project here? And we are going to create this project. By the way, at the end of the day, I'm just going to share the whole code with you, like how you're going to make this project by yourself. So I will share the whole code. So by the way, it's very, very easy. So I just have a very basic HTML file here. This is the HTML file that we are going to create. And we are just going to look through this code just for the reference. And here is our style.css. Okay, this is our style.css, and throughout this thing I'm just going to tell you some better ways to do everything. What are the ways that you can use, what is a proper method of creating a project as well. So let's just create a new folder today. And by the way, maybe today's session can extend to like 10 to 15 minutes. So let me just type here project day and double click here. And before starting our session, like remember the announcement that I have to make. Like we like you can take it as the last day to get the Future Dev subscription. So like if you're into the Future Dev subscription, just go on. It's the last day. The price is only 399, and it's a very temporary offer. It will increase to 1,000 rupees. Like actually, it is going to be 999. It's almost like 1,000 rupees. So it's a great deal, steal deal. Like just go and grab the deal. You will get all sort of stuff there, like advanced JavaScript and GitHub. And like I can't even remember like what we had. Like you're just going to get 8 certificates in the duration of 2 months. Every weekend you will have the sessions, and every weekend you're going to learn a new skill. So like if you just want to like get enrolled, you will get the link in the description. So I think, see, here's the description for you, just for 399. Just fill the form, and you have to select the date when you want to start your courses and all. So here we have our folder here. So let's just create a index.html, like the basic file. Let's just use the image to create a very basic HTML project. And I'm just going to type in the title project day and a emoji and a save it. Let's just go live to see our code on the screen, like how it's looking. So we just have a very blank page, and somehow we have to make this kind of stuff. So what we are going to start with. So whenever you are creating a project like the UI one, you have to basically break your UI into smaller pieces. So if you see closely here, we have 3 sections. So this is the first section, the blue one. Then we have our second section, the cards for the skill. And after that, we have our about section here. Okay. So first, we are just going to focus on this first part, like how we can create this first part. Okay. And after that, in this first part, also you can see that we have multiple sections. So like we have this upper part, this navigation here, and a lower part. And so we will create this navigation first. Inside this navigation, again, we have two parts here. So like this one and this one. So like left and right. And so we are going to target this left one first. And also inside this left one, we again have two parts here, like we have icon and also some links. So let's just create this navigation first of all, and after that we will create the second part, and we will follow the same rule throughout this project. By the way, we already have created something like this yesterday. So these are like very basic cards. So first thing first, let's just create a style folder, or let's just create a style file here, style style.css. We are going to write our whole styling here. Okay, our whole styling here. Okay, that's great. So I'm just going to create a division first of all, like div and a div here. And this is going to be our header, or you can say the hero section. And what is the hero section? Like the main thing that you see on any website, this is the hero section. We call this thing the hero section. So we are going to create this one first. So let's just see. Inside this hero section, let me just type h1 and h1 here. And let's just type the hero section. Okay, that's great. And let's just see if we are getting our hero section. Yep, we are getting our hero section here. And today I'm just going to tell you about something called semantic tags. So we have something called semantic tags. Semantic tags. So what are semantic tags? So semantic tags are same as this division. So they don't do anything special. They are just some tags, but they have a very special name. So semantic tags can be like header, nav, footer, aside, all sorts of stuff. So these are some semantic tags. So let me just do a quick Google for you, like semantic tags list HTML. So what actually they do? So they are actually same as this division tag. And what is the use of division tag? We use division tag to wrap something. So it's like a wrapper for all the other elements. So similarly, semantic tags are exactly same as a division. The only difference between a semantic tag and a division is that they have a very specific name. So like see, article, aside, detail, figure, footer, header, etc., etc. So why we use these semantic tags? The purpose of using these semantic tags, it first of all, it will make our code easier to read. First thing first, so we are going to create this header, isn't it? So I'm just going to create give instead of typing division here, I'm just going to type header here, header. Okay, so it's easier for us to understand that okay, this is going to contain the whole header section. Remember that hero section. So we are going to use this header to create our whole first header, and also it is just going to increase the visibility of our website. So it's like something called SEO. And if you just want to know more about this SEO, like we covered this SEO in all the details in our future dev subscription. So just go there, and if you just want to know more about this, so you will see that future dev subscription there. There we are going to cover everything about the SEO. So this semantic tag helps us to improve this SEO. And by the end of the day, SEO is basically, if you just improve the SEO of your website, the website is just going to be more visible to the audience. So if somebody is just going to Google the website, like let's suppose we create a website, let's say red bulb. So red bulb, if somebody is just going to Google the red bulb, it's much more likely to have our website at the very top. So that is called SEO. I hope you got this thing. So that's why we use semantic tags instead of the regular division. So here I'm going to use a semantic tag called header. Okay, let me just go through the chat first of all. Yeah, I'm just going to announce the winner by the way in the middle of the session. What is span tag? Yeah, name now. We are going to cover the span in just a minute. Let me just give a quick refresh. I think this chat is freezed. Pause here. Okay, that's great. Now let's just continue to creating this navigation bar. So create a navigation bar. I'm just going to create a div here. Okay, this div here. And inside this div, you can see closely. Let me just open this thing for you. Where is our? Okay, here. So inside this division, I'm just going to create two more division. One for this part and one for this part. Let's just do it. So let's just create two more divisions inside of this division. So let's just go over here, give it a save, and two more divisions. So div here and another div here. And let me just give them some IDs. Okay. So left nav and the ID of right nav. Okay, that's great. Inside this, I'm just going to have these links and all. So links, and inside I'm just going to have a contact button. So let's see if we are getting these two things on our page. Okay. So I'm getting links and the contact button. Okay. Easy, easy, very, very easy. Inside this link, let's just create some links. To create some link, so by the way, if you see closely, again, this left part have two sections. This is the image and these are the links. So what we are going to have a image here. So first of all, we are just going to have an image. For now, I'm just not going to put any image. And after that, we had some kind of list here. So let's just create a list of, again, let me just create a division here. So this division, image and the division. So let me just give this division image ID of, let's say, logo. And this division ID of links. LINKS links. That's great. Inside this division, I'm just going to create all sorts of anchor tags. So let's just have home, okay, about, and the skills. So we have three links here. Isn't it easy? Like we are breaking the whole UI into smaller pieces. Now we are creating everything from left to right and top to bottom. Like this is the way, which is just going to help you to create your project like in a easier way. By the way, just give me a second. Let me just change the color. Okay, so I'm changing my color of my VS Code because I was getting too much confused with this VS Code and with this VS Code. That's why. And remember what I told you, that we have something called semantic tags. And as you can see, this is our navigation. Yeah. So let me just give it an ID of nav here, and AV nav. So we have a header. Inside this header, we have a nav here. So this is our nav, and we are creating our navigation here. So instead of using division here, I'm just going to use another semantic tag called nav. By the way, it's not necessary to use these semantic tags. I'm just doing this so that it becomes easier for us to read the code, and so that you can basically improve the visibility of your website. Okay, that's great. Now next thing, let's just put the image inside this logo. So I'm just going to create a new folder here called assets. Inside this new folder, I'm just going to paste all the images and all that we are going to use for our website. So let me just copy the logo image from here only directly. So like I think this is the image. So let me just copy this image from here, and let's just paste the asset here. So inside this asset, I have an image called logo.png. So if I open, let me just open the project for you. So this is the project day, the folder that we created initially. Inside this, we have an asset folder. Inside this assets folder, I just have a single image. You can use your own logo, like it's completely on you. I'm just using this logo for no reason. So like I'm using this logo here. And let's just use this logo inside our image. So how basically we can use the image? Just go here and type source equals to, so source is an attribute, and inside this you have to basically pass the image location. So this is the location of the image. So how do we basically pass the like location of the image? So if you look closely, so this is my HTML file, and the image is located inside this assets folder. So just go inside this source attribute and put dot and a backslash. So you will see all the files and folder inside that file folder. Okay. So if you just do dot and a backslash, you will see all the files and folder present inside your folder. So we have a index.html, style.css, and a folder assets. Yep. So this is the folder. So this folder. So we are also getting this folder here. Just do control space and assets, and just type assets. And inside this assets, we have a file called logo.png. Just click save here, and that's all. So now we are going to have our image here. See, so we are having our image here. So next, we basically have to give this logo some image and height. So let me just see what was the image and height I have given it previously. So we don't have to play with the random numbers. So height and the width is 40 and 40. So height and the width is 40 and 40 here. Let's just give it a save. So now we have our image here as well. Okay, and after that we have our links here. So for the links, I'm just going to provide them some hrefs. So for the hrefs, I'm just going to leave the hrefs blank for now. Href blank here again href, and a blank here again. Save. So we have some links here which are blank. That's great. Now our challenge is to bring everything in a same line. So right now, as you can see, everything is starting from a new line. Why? Because we are using divisions and all. So all are the block elements. Remember, I think in the day 2 or the day 3, I told you about something called block elements. So block elements will always start from a new line. So that's the reason that everything is starting from a new line. So we have a nav here. Inside this nav, we have these three divisions. So this is the first division. Okay, the first division actually containing the left part. Let me just format our code a little bit so it's easier for us to see. So inside this nav, we just have these two things, two divisions, one division here and another division here. Okay, and now that they are basically starting from the new line, and also this image and these links are also starting from the new line. So that's what we are going to do. Let's just go inside our style.css and let's just target this nav. Let's just target this nav. So I'm just going to target this nav, and we are going to use the display flex property. Remember, I just told you about display flex, and as soon as I'm just going to give it a display flex property, everything is just going to follow the main axis. And what is the main axis? Left to right. Left to right. Let me just give it a quick save. Okay, I think I've okay, so we just forgot to link our style.css to our HTML. So let's just go over here and just type link. We also did this thing yesterday. Style.css and the relation rel style sheet, style sheet, and save. So now they are going left to right. Which two things are going left to right? This division and this division, because we are targeting this nav and we have given the display property of flex to this navigation. So that's why they are basically following these two things. So this is the first division and this is the second division. This is the first division, this is the first division, and it is the second division. They're following what you say, the main axis, left to right. Now I just want to do the same thing for this left part of our navigation. I just want to do the same thing for the left part of our navigation. So I'm just going to grab this thing on the basis of its ID. So the ID is left of nav. So let's just go here and type left hyphen nav, and let's target and give it a property of display flex, and see, so they are actually going to follow the main axis. So this is the left of nav is also following the main axis. That's great. Now next thing, I just want to like make this contact button and this left part like as much as space they can have between of them. So if you just want to move your content along the main axis, what we use something called justify content. So let's just go here, justify content, and just type space between and save it. So they are basically like they can they are having the as much as space they can have in between of them. That's great. And now also let's just give it a background color first of all. So this header, let's just target this header first of all. Let's just target this header, and I'm just going to give grab this header. So let's just go at the very top, header, and I'm just going to give this header a background color of, let's say, this one. So we now have some background color here, this pinkish color. So I'm just going to go with the colors that I was using in the previous project. So this is the color that I was using, this dark color. So let me just type this dark color here directly and here hash and save it. Okay. So here we are going to have this dark color. See this dark color. But one thing that you can see here is that we are having some margin here. See, this is the margin. Okay, isn't it? This is the margin. And we are having some sorts of margin, but we haven't specified a margin here, isn't it? But this division is having a margin here. So why we are having this margin, even though we haven't specified a margin here? The thing is, this the Chrome browser is just going to apply some properties from its side. No matter if you have given some properties or not, it automatically provides some CSS to your website. And by the way, we don't want it. So how you can fix it? How we can fix it? So it is just go here at the very top and just select this star. So what is this star? This star is a very special kind of selector, and this star selector is going to select everything. If you just want to select everything, just use this star selector. So remember, we had this ID selector, this is this drag selector, and I just also told you about something called class selector. But this is called, like, you can select everything by using this star. So just go here, and I'm just going to type margin 0. And if you save it, so see, the margin is gone. That unnecessary margin is gone here, because we are selecting everything and we are just removing all the margins, because the browser by default is going to apply some CSS that actually we don't want, but like what we can do about it, it's just going to provide that margin for no reason. And also it is just going to provide some padding as well. So right now we cannot see that padding, but we are going to see some padding, unnecessary padding. So I'm just going to remove the padding as well. So margin 0 and padding 0. Why? Because we just want to remove all the unnecessary spaces and all. So that's why. Okay, that's great. Now the next, what I just want to do, I just want to select, let me just make this thing, this second division, a button here. So let's just create our button first of all. So how we are going to create our button? So go over here. So this is the second division. Yep, this is the right part of our navigation. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go inside of it and I'm just going to use a tag called button. BUTTON. Okay, a button here. And this button is used to actually create some buttons. So let me just type a contact here. Contact. So we have our contact button here. And now let me just give it an ID of contact. Okay, contact. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab this button and we are going to style this. So just go here and let me just type contact and let's just style this. So the first style I just want to give it is let's say a little bit of a height. So let's just go with, let me just copy and paste the styling because the styling is almost same here. And I'm just going to go through the styles because it's going to take a lot of time to write all the styling. So this is the styling and I will just explain you all the stylings. Okay, so we have our button here. So let me just cover all these CSS properties one by one. So what is this padding? What is this padding? Like simply it's just a padding. So I'm just going to comment out all the properties and we are just going to uncomment each and every property one by one. So this is the regular button. Let's just give it a padding first of all. So padding of let's say 10 pixels. Okay, so we are having a padding here. But the thing is, I just want different padding for the left and right side and different padding for top and bottom side. How you can do this? So if you just want to give different paddings on all the sides, we have multiple ways to do this. So just go here and type padding left. And I'm just going to give it 20 pixels. So see, if you see closely, I'm just having a padding from the left side. I'm just having a padding from the left side. And similarly, I'm just going to go here and type padding right of let's say 20 pixels. Now I'm having the padding from left and from the right side. And let me just do the same thing, padding top of 10 pixels. So now I have a padding from the top bit and similarly I can do the padding bottom as well. And let's just go with the 10 pixels here. So now I have created like padding, and the padding is different from all the directions. The padding is different from all the direction. We have a like simpler way to do this, by the way. So instead of writing all of this tab, left, right, top and bottom, you can just go here and type padding, okay, and just give it 10 pixels and 30 pixels. Okay, so what is actually doing? So the first property that you're going to provide here, it's just going to be for the, what you say, the vertical. So top and bottom. And the second will is just going to give the left and right. So you can do this like in a simpler way, or if you're just feeling this is little difficult, so you can just give left, top, bottom, left, right manually. So like I am using this one. And after that, I'm just going to increase the font weight little bit to, let's say, the 900. So the font is little thicker here. See, the font is little thicker here. And after that, I'm just going to give it a border of, let's say, 3 pixels, 3 pixels, solid. And let's just give it a color of this one. Okay, this one is not good. By the way, we are going to change the styling a lot here. And let's just give it a background color as well. So background color, let me just see what is the background color here. So the background color was this greenish color. So let me just copy and paste this color here. The background color, I think I just forgot background color. Okay, we have to space. Okay, so this is the background color. Let me just remove the border as well. So we have a background color here. Okay, that's great. Very easy stuff. And as you can see here, we also have a border here. So this is the border, and we haven't specified this border. So again, this is a classic example of what you say. Browser is going to automatically apply border for all the buttons. So that's why I have to remove this border. So that's why I'm just putting it border 0 pixels. If I just don't do this, this is a button. So that's why browser is automatically just going to give it a border here. Browser is giving a automatically border here. So to remove that, I'm just going to go here and type border 0 pixels. So now the border is gone. And let me just change the color as well. So the color is going to be like little the lighter color. So I think this is the color that we were using. Hash and save it. I think I put the second. So now the color is also changed. Let me see. Oh no, the color is actually transparent. So there's a color called transparent also. So I'm just going to go with the color transparent. This transparent is basically like no color at all. So let me just go with the darker color. Where's the darker color? This is the color. This is the color, and okay. So this is the color for the contact button. That's it. Now next, I just want to make this header section throughout this whole page. Like I just want to make this, I just want to give it a height of full width. So how you can do this? Remember yesterday I told you about something called 100 VH. So this is our header, which is having this background color of blue. Just go over here and just give it a height of 100 VH and save it. So now we are giving it a height of all the screens that I have, like all the screen with screen height I have. If I just make it 50, so it's just going to give it a height of 50% of the screen I have. 50% of the screen. So I just want to give it 100% of the screen height. So I'm just going to type here 100 VH. That's all. So we are getting somewhere, and now I just want to give it a margin from left to right. I just don't want to give like have them like separate. So I just want to give them some margin as well. So how you can give them a margin? So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to create a class here. Look closely. I'm just going to create a class called container. Okay, container. And inside this container, I'm just going to give it a width of let's say 1200 pixels. Okay, so this is the width of my container. This is the width of my container. A class container with the width of 1200 pixels. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to go here, and I'm just going to create, give this nav a class of container. And as soon as I will do this, you will see that it is having the width of the container. So now what is going to happen? All the properties that were present inside this class is just going to get applied to this navigation. So we are targeting this nav by two different ways. We are also selecting this nav by this tag selector called nav. See here. I'm selecting this nav by using this nav here. Also, I'm providing it a class as well. So you can do this. You can select something like on the basis of like multiple selectors. So you can also select something on the basis of ID, tag, and class, everything. So that's completely fine. So I'm just selecting this nav by using the two selectors. This nav also, and by inside this nav, I'm just giving it a display property of flex and justify content space between so that we can have this maximum space we can have. And also I'm selecting the container, like I'm selecting this class, sorry, this tag with the container class. So that's possible. So why we are doing this? Because I'm just going to give this class container a lot of time. So that's why I'm creating a complete separate class for that. Okay. Let me just go through the chat first of all. Not able to hear. Like, voice is not audible to you? What is this? What's pop answer? What is the pop answer? Range is 100%. Okay. Basically, this star is used to select everything. This star is actually used to select everything. So why we use this star? Because actually what happens if you just create a website, Chrome browser by default applies some CSS properties. So it will just give some unnecessary padding and some unnecessary margin. Just to remove that, that's why I'm using this star here. So like margin and padding here. Okay. Now let's just move to the next part. Okay. So now as you can see, I just also want to make this thing inside like in the center part. How you can do this? So it's very easy. All you have to do, you have to give the margin from here and from the here. Let me just show it to you. So just go here and the container, just give it the margin and 0 pixel, sorry, auto, and let's say 10 pixels. So I think I have done, uh, 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 uh. Let me just give it a margin of, let's say, 20 pixels. Okay. So now it's going to have a little bit of margin. Okay. So now it is have, I think I am targeting the wrong element here. So just go over here and yeah, instead of giving this a class, let's just give some separate thing a class. Just give me a second now. Class of container, and let's just remove the margin for now. We are just going to make it sometime afterwards. So I just want to give some space from here and here. We are going to do that in a minute. First, let's just complete, let's just create this part, this slant line, because I'm just trying to complete the difficult stuff first, because already it's 7:06 and we are out of time. So I'm just going to create this slant line first of all. How you can create this slant line? To create this slant line, we have a property called clip path. So we have a property called clip path. So let me just show it to you. Clip path generator. So what is this clip path property actually do? I'm just going to show it to you first of all, and I will then explain it. So if you just want to give something some special shape. So if you have a division or any sort of HTML element, and if you just want to give it some like this slant or any star shape, something like this, for that we have a property called clip path. So like I'm using a clip path generator here, and after that I will explain how this thing works. So you can see this is the clip path property. So just type clip path polygon, and inside this bracket you have to write some values. So what are these values? So I will just explain these values to you real quick. So actually it is, if you just move this first corner here, okay, so if you just move this first corner, so this first two values are actually this first is actually pointing to this first corner. So these two values are actually the values of x and y. So if you're coming from maths background, like I'm pretty sure that you have seen this x and y here. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Okay. So here the value of x and y is 0 and 0. Here the value of x and y is 0 and 0. And here the value of x is 100 and the value of y is 0. And here the value of 100, like x and y, both are 100. So let me just decrease its size and let me just show everything to you one more time. So look closely. So inside in it at this corner, so we have this kind of stuff, x and y. So this is x and this is y. So this scale is actually showing the value of x here. So this the x. So the value of x 0 is here and 100 here. And the value of y is 0 here and 100 here. So by using this table and this, we can basically create these values. And by the way, you are not going to write this value manually. Just use these kind of generator and you can generate any shape automatically. So I'm just telling you this so that you can understand what is actually happening inside. So here we have the value of x and y 0. See, 0 and the 0. Here we have the value of x as 100 and y as 0. And here, as you can see, we have the value of x and y both 100. So this is 100 and this is 100. And here we are having the value of x as 0 and y as 100. So if I just try to move this corner, so let's just suppose this corner. So as you can see, if I just move it downwards, the value of y is changing, and but the value of x is 100. So this is the value of x, 0 to 100. So that's why if you see closely here, so if I just move this thing, the value of x is staying 100, but the value of y is changing because the value of y is from top to bottom. This is. So we are changing the value of y from 0 to, let's say, 50. So we are having a little bit of 50 here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make this thing little bit slant here like this. And let's just copy this property from here. So you don't have to write this property by own. Nobody does this because it's too tricky to write all of the property by yourself. Just type clip path and automatically generate this thing. And if you just open your document, so see, I am having slant line. And if you just want to know more about this slant line and all sort of stuff, like we have all the sessions for that. So you can just either go with the future tab subscription or you can just go with our complete full stack course. So there we will cover each and everything from very basic. Please can provided job placement. Yeah, Anurag, the thing is the full stack course, the course that we are offering here is actually the complete job ready program. So we will also ensure that you're getting a job after that. So we will take care of you from the very beginning until and unless you get a job. So these courses, so full stack web development and full stack data science. So both the programs are like job ready and we will ensure that you get placed. We will bring some companies for you. We will prepare for you the interviews and all, and we will take care of everything. So if you just want to get enrolled, just use the coupon code SK10 to get 10% instant off. So there's a special coupon code from my side, so just use it. Okay, so let's just move to the next part. So now what I want to do here, so let's just go here and I'm just going to give this container a margin of left. Margin of left, say, let's say 100 pixels. I think margin of left. Okay. So what we are selecting. So see, I'm having some margin of left here. This margin of left here. Margin of left, let's say 100 pixel. Let me just increase this margin little bit more. So let's say 50, 150. So we have little bit margin more here, 150. So now you can see it's in the little bit in the between. But what I actually want to do here, I just also want to give little bit of margin from the right side. So I'm just going to give it a margin of RIGHT, right, of 150. So now we have 150 from left and 150 from the right. But there is better way to do this. All you can do, just type margin inline, margin and margin inline, and just give it auto, margin inline auto. So what is actually going to do, it is just going to give the left and the right automatically equal. So it will just give equal a margin from left to right. So if you just want to don't want to do all sort of stuff like left and right and all, like if you don't want to calculate the left and right margin, just go here and type margin auto. So it will just automatically it will share the space automatically. So it's the easier way of doing this. By the way, you can just give the manual left and right, it's completely fine. Tell about the fees structure. So by the way, fees structure is very simple. We also have a EMI option for it. Just click on the enroll. It's very straightforward to get enrolled. Just click on the enroll. and I think the fees is all like, and just click, where's the enroll button? Oh yeah, we have this enroll button here. Click on the enroll and you can fill up the form. The course is around 36,000 or something like that. Yep, the course is around 36,000. So 10% minus my coupon code SK10, and it will be like 30, like I'm not good with maths, yeah. So 3600. Oh, okay, you will get it for like something 33,000 or something like that. Yep, so just enroll it, and we also have the EMI option, and EMI is for like 12 months, so you can just pay the EMI and you can just try it. Like we cover you, like we cover you from for everything. Yeah, by the way, let's just go here, come once again, and let me just do a little bit of zoom out. So let's just give it a little bit of top margin as well. So let's just go here, and I'm just going to give it a margin top as well. So margin top of, let's say, 10 pixels. I think we are targeting the wrong element. So let's go here for the navigation. Just give it a margin top of, let's say, 50 pixel, and a quick save here. So I think we are targeting the wrong element. Margin top. Where's the element? This is the element. Left. For the left, margin top 40 pixels. Okay, so now we have little bit of margin from the top. I think I have given a lot of margin from the top. Let's just give it the 20. So I'm just giving little bit of margin here, and let's just give the same margin for the right side also. So this is the button, and let me just give it a margin of top of 20 pixel. So we have little bit of margin from the top side. Let's just create these buttons first of all, like they are looking so ugly right now. So let's just grab the links. So where are the links? Here. Inside this left nav, we have these links. So if you just want to select all the anchors, what we can do, just type A here. A. Let's like the A here. And here, what I'm just going to do, like I'm just going to tell you a better way of selecting these all the anchors. And like so let's just select them with the anchor tag, and after that I will tell you about a better way of doing this. So I'm just going to give them some colors, a color of little lighter one. So where's the lighter color? So I think this is the lighter color. So let's just go with this thick color here and paste it. Okay, so we have some colors here, and let me just copy all the CSS property from here directly. So where's the CSS snap hero p, and where's the anchor? Where's the anchor? Where's the anchor? Okay, this is the anchor. And okay, let me just paste this property, and we will cover each and every property one by one. So let me just comment out this. So the next property that I want to do is to remove this underline. So see, we have an underline here. And to remove this property underline, I'm just going to use a property called text decoration. So why we are having this underline here again? This underline is actually given by the browser. I haven't mentioned it. So this is actually the text decoration property. So if you just want to give something underline or wavy line, something like this, we use the property called text decoration. So you can just go with the dotted and all. So I'm just going to type here none. So I just don't require any kind of that underline and all. Okay. And after that, I'm just going to do the increase the size of this thing. So let's just increase the size a little bit for the 20 pixels, and I'm just going to give it a margin of left. So we are just going to move everything from the left side. So let's just do it 10 pixels. So now everything is moving from the 10th pixel. See? Now the next thing I want is to make everything in the center. Make everything in the center. So for that, just go here and see. We have a property called display flex here. So just go here and align item center. So everything is in the center. See, everything is in the center. I just grabbed this left nav. So this part. So this left nav, and we have given this left nav the display property of flex. So display property of flex, and I just wanted to make everything in the center. So I just given this thing align item center. Now align item will actually move your content from on the cross axis from top to bottom. So I just wanted to make them in the between. So I have just given this thing the property of align item center. So everything is in the center. Easy, that's all. So now we have basically created our top bar. It's not actually looking like this because we have to basically change the font here. So how to change the font? So remember yesterday I told you that you can basically do the Google here, Google fonts, and press enter. and you will find this link here, fonts. Let's select font here, and let's just select this pop-ins. So yesterday I just told you how to use this fonts and all. So I will just get this link, copy this link from here, and paste this link at the very top. Okay, and I just want to use this font throughout my website. So I'm just going to select everything. So just here, font family, and the name of your font, it's Poppins. Name of your font, Poppins. And if I save it, and if I just open my website one more time, so see, I'm changing my font. So it's looking little closer to it. Next thing I want is to make these home, skill, and about into capital. For that, we have something called, where's the anchor tag? Here. We call it like text transform, capitalize. So it will capitalize everything. I think we are not selecting this times uppercase, sorry, uppercase. Capitalize will actually make the first letter capital only. So text transform uppercase. So this is a property we use to basically convert the written text. So if you just want to make everything uppercase, text transform upper. Then we have something called lowercase. So it will make everything in the lowercase. Then we have something called capitalize. So it will just make the first letter capital and rest of the letters as a smaller one. So I'm just going to type uppercase here. By the way, you could have just directly written upper in the uppercase in the links and all, but just to look cool, I'm using this property. Let's increase a little bit of margin to 30, so it is looking a little bit better here. Now remember, I just told you that I'm just going to tell you a better way of selecting this anchor tag. So see here, if I just go inside my HTML, so if you look closely, these anchors are inside of this division, and this division is having a ID of link. So what you can do actually, you can select you can basically select all the children's of this division. What are children's? Children's are actually everything which you have inside of a division. Like if you whatever you have inside of that element is actually the children. So these are the children's for this division. So you can actually select these anchor tags because these anchor tags are the children for this division. Let me just show you to you. So just to select the children's, just go here and type the ID. So I'm just going to select this division first of all. So just select this division and give it a save. So now all the styling is removed, and space and A. So now we are selecting everything again. So right now what we are selecting? We are selecting all the anchored all the children's of the link of the element which have the ID of link, and the children are of type anchor. So all the children's which are type of anchor, and there should be the parent should be the link. Yeah, the parent should be the element with the ID links. So if I just basically create some another element, so let me just create a h5 here. So h5 is not going to get selected. So I am h5. Why? So see, h5 is not getting selected because we are only selecting the type of children's which are anchor. So this is like one more way to select something. We like have a lot of ways, and it was impossible to cover all those ways in these 5 days. So if you just want to know more about this stuff, you can just get enrolled into the full stack course and all. Okay, now I just want to add the animation. So right now I'm just going to go with this anchor, the simpler one. So if you just want to add the animation, remember, so hover. So whenever I'm just going to hover over them, I just want to do what? Let's just change the color. So as soon as you're just going to hover on them, the color is actually changing here. Okay, so the color is changing, but it is doing like in a very snappy way. So just go at here and type transition and just mention a number here. So 0.4s. So it's just going to change the color with this timing 0.4s. So this is like little of the animation we did this thing yesterday. So now we have basically created our top part, and let me just create some animation for the button as well. So let's just go with the button, and let me just give some animation to the button as well. So where is button? It's not seeing it. So this is the button. So let's just grab this button here one more time, the hover, and for the hover what I want to do, I just want to change the background color to this the font color and font to the background color to see what is it gonna look like. So as soon as I will hover over it, so let me just give it a save. I think I just forgot to save it. I think what is the problem here? Can you look for the problem? Contact button. Yep, we have selected everything correctly. And oh, sorry, I just given the same property on the hover as well. See, the background color is the same as the previous background color. The color is same as the previous background color. So let me just change it. So I'm just going to make the background color and color. I'm just going to alternate them. Let's just alternate them. So see what will happen. So as soon as I will hover over them, the color is actually converting to the background color, and the background color is getting converted to the color. And let's just give it a border as well. So let's just give it a border of, let's say, 3 pixel and solid, and the color is going to be this one. So if I will just hover over it, see I am having some sorts of animation here. And the next thing I just want to do is, let me just give it a default border of 3 pixel. See. And the next thing, I just want to give it a little bit of transition. So transition of, let's say, 0.5 second. And see, we are having an animation here. So this is the animation, and let me just save everything. Okay. By the way, let me just give it some solid here as well, solid and transparent. Okay. So now it's working. So why I'm mentioning a border here with a transparent color? Why I'm doing this here? So the thing is actually here, if I just don't give, if I just do 0 pixels here, if I just give it a 0 pixel here, you will see that the box, it is also increasing. See, it is also increasing. Why? Because the thing is, from 0 pixels of border, we are giving it 3 pixels of border. So border is also getting applied. So just to fix that, I am just giving it a border of transparent color. So transparent is actually not going to see. We are not going to see the transparent color. So that's why I'm just giving it a transparent border of 3 pixel. So as soon as I go here, it is not applying. It is also already having a 3 pixel of border. So that's why we are doing this. So now let me just create the next part, this part. So let's just go over here, and inside this, after the navigation, I'm just going to type here division, div, and another div here. By the way, this section is little easy. Let's go here. Again, I'm just going to have 2 more divs here, the left and the right. So I'm just going to give this division ID of hero, ID of, let's say, hero, and this the ID of hero left, and this thing ID of hero RIGHT right. Inside the left part, we just had an image, so let's just put an image here. So where's the image? So for that, I'm just going to copy paste image. So where's the image? I think this is the image. Copy this image from here. You will get all the resources and all. I will share you the code and paste it here. So let me just provide this image. So src equals to dot backslash assets and me.png is the name of the image. Let's see if we are getting our image here. Yeah, we are getting our image. Let me just give it a little bit of height and width as well. So let's just go over here and let me just see what is the height and width. I have given it already. So we don't have to like play with the numbers and all. Okay. So let's just go here, and the image and height is this. Height is 650 and the width is 370. And let's just see. Yep, we are getting this thing. And now what I just want to give it a little bit of margin from left to right. So let me just target this thing. Let me just target this hero. Let's just target this hero. And yep, and first of all, I'm also going to give this a class of container, so that it will also have this container. I think the spelling is correct. And let's just go here and target the hero and margin inline. Where is the margin inline? Margin inline of auto. Okay, that's great. And let's see what is we are getting here. Okay, so it's looking better. And now we are just going to create the right part. Inside the right part, let me just copy the text we already have. So let me just copy the stuff, or we can just write it. It's not a lot. So in the right part, inside this right part, first of all, we have a span at the very top. I think it's the H4. Let's just see what I have written already. So I have written full stack web developer. Here, just copy this thing and let me just put it here so we can see what we have to write. Let's just type here full stack web developer, and after that I had a h1 here. So h1, inside this h1 I have written hi, I am Sanjay, and after that I had a paragraph. So let me just type this paragraph here, a paragraph, and let me just copy paste all of this stuff, and that's all. And after that we have a button here. After the paragraph tag we have a button here. So the button is button button, and the button is actually view my work, something like that. Yeah, view my work, WORK, or you can say download resume or not. Download resume and save it. So let's see if we have written everything correctly. Okay, so I think I forgot to give it a save. Like, where's the stuff? Save. And I think we have to give it a color as well, the hero, right? Save it, and let's just remove all the unnecessary space that we don't require. Format it so that it's going to be in a single screen. Okay, that's great. And let's just go here inside our website. So basically we have our stuff, but I think it's down here. So just go here inside this and just select this hero. Yeah, just select this hero. We have already did it, and just give it a display property of flex and see what we are getting here. So now we are getting content. So why we were not getting content previously? Actually the problem was we were having our content, but it was actually here outside of it. So like, remember, if you haven't if you don't give something a property or display flex, they will follow the regular rule of top to bottom. If you don't believe me, let me just show it to you. If I just decrease the height of the image, let me just make it 50. So if I just decrease the height of, see, we are having our content here at the bottom. So that's why. So I just wanted to make them side by side. So let me just make it this height 50 one more time, and let's just give it a hero of display flex. Now everything will be left to right, and see, now I will just give it a height of 650 one more time. Okay, that's great. Now let's just go over here, and what I just want to do, first of all, let me just close this, and let's just give it a color. And what is the color, by the way? I think the color is this one. So it is white here. Okay, that's great. So now let's just do the rest of the stuff. First of all, I think it's not H4, it's H6 or so, something like that. Yep, H6. So let's just select this hero right part by the ID hero right. Just select the hashtag hero right here. Okay, and text align to right. Yep, right here. So everything is in the right now. So everything is in the right. And inside this hero, what I want to do, I just want to move this thing. If I just want to move this thing on this axis, so what I will do, remember the thing, like just align items center, item center. So see, it is in the center now. And let's just give it a width as well. The right part is like a lot. So let's just give it a width of 500 pixels. Okay, so it's looking much better. And inside this, like, see, it is having a width of 500 pixel only, 500 pixel only. And we have a hero section here. So this is the hero section, the invisible hero section. We are having a hero section here with the display property of flex. So that's why these two sections are side by side. Okay, these are sections are side by side. And I just want to and I use the align item property to move the content on the cross axis. So now everything is the center. I just want to give them the maximum space they can have in between of them. So for that, we are again going to use the justify content property. So just go here and type justify content to space between. And now they are going to have the maximum space they can have in between of them. And next, let me just see. So this is the pink color, and okay, that's all. So let's go over here and let's just make this thing little bit pretty. So I'm just going to zoom it out a little bit. So let's just target this H6. So I'm just going to target all the H6 which are inside of hero right, and give them a color of that pinkish color. So let me just copy that pink color from here. So here we have our pink color. So this is the pink color, and let me just give this a pink color. Okay. And next, grab all the H1s which are inside of the hero right and give them a color of that greenish color. Okay. So now I am having hi, I am Sanjay in this greenish color. And now, if you look closely, I'm just going to tell you about something more. That if you see closely here, this only the hi I am is on the different color and Sanjay is in the different color. How we can achieve this sort of effect? Again, it's very easy. Just go over here and remember that a span. So what is the span? So here basically we can use a span. So SPAN, span here and a span here. So span is also actually used to wrap something. It is also used to wrap something. The only difference between a span and a div is that div will always start from a new line, but span will not. Span will never start from a new line. Only the division is going to start from a new line. So if I see, it's not starting from a new line. And I'm just going to target this span. So let's just target this span. So all the span which are inside of hero right, RIGHT, and give them a color of white, this one. So see, we are basically selecting this thing and we are giving it some different color. So we are basically selecting this thing and we are giving it some different color, and obviously Sanjay is going to be of the primary color. So basically we have created like almost the hero section, and I think we are already out of time here. Okay, project sent. Your download button, is it responsive? It is not responsive right now. By the way, you can make it responsive, it's not so difficult. So like making it responsive, it's like complete whole new level. And like for the good part, we have already created these cards and all in the previous session, so that's why I covered these. I was pretty sure that it won't be possible to cover all the project here, but I'm pretty sure that you can complete this card by yourself. Don't use this icon here, like I have used icon here. You can basically skip out this. So we have created this card yesterday already. Remember, we created this card with the animation and sort of stuff. And it is basically just a H2 here, I think. And it's a paragraph here. That's all. So like instead of, and like I was about to give you this thing as an assignment, but due to the time issue, let's just go with this assignment for today. And like it's not an assignment, like we have already created these cards yesterdays. And you know how to give this sort of effect. Just use a span here and give it a different color. That's all. By the way, I'm just going to share you the code with you. Yep. So that's all about today's session. By the way, before ending our session, like if you've seen, so it was just a demo. It was just a demo, like what we are going to do in the class. And like in very short period of time, you learn a lot of stuff. You have learned a lot of stuff in just a short period of time. And if I just get a single day more, I could have just covered a lot of stuff more. And anyways, I'm just going to share this code with you, so you can basically create your own. Like you can just add and do all sort of touch-ups here. So if you just had an interest, like throughout the session, if you found like it would require around 2 hours, something like that. 2 hours is like more than enough to complete this project. Yeah. So by the way, the thing is, if you had interest, like whatever we completed till now, and if you liked my teaching style, like not in the last day, like we were rushing to complete the project in the last day, like today itself. So the thing is, if you just got interest and if you just want to make a career, and thing is, we not only cover the front end, we also cover the back end, the database, the deployment, and data structure, a lot of stuff. So if you're just interested and if you just want to try us one more time, just go here and look for the LetsUpgrade.in. There you will find the complete course, which is just going to cost you like 33,000, and it's the like most value for money. Like I have seen a lot of coaching institute personally. I have been into a coaching institute, and right now, as soon as I saw the Let's Upgrade, I just thought I wish when I was learning Let's Upgrade should be there. Like I have paid like almost 2 lakhs of rupees just to learn everything that I'm going to teach you for just for 30,000. So if you're just interested, you can just click on start learning. If you, and all the courses are job ready, we will ensure your placement. You will have a mentors and trainers like me. All the trainers on the Let's Upgrade are actual developers. So we are not teachers and all. We are actual developers. We are working for any company and all. So we will teach you everything from the scratch, and also how everything works in the industry as well. You will have the one-to-one mentoring session and a lot of stuff. So just enroll, and don't forget to use the coupon code SK10 to get the 10% instant off. And if you just want to try it, if you just want to improve your resume, if you just want to start, like if you don't want to like commit for that 30,000, don't commit, just give it, just try it future debt subscription. Here we are going to teach you 8 skills in the time span of 2 months. Every week you will learn a new skill just for 400 rupees, like 399, 400 rupees only. And the thing is, the price is just going to increase, and it's just going to become 999 like real quick. So if you just want to get enrolled, like it will start from the 8th October, it's tomorrow. So if you just want to enroll now, it's the best time to get enrolled. And I hope you liked me and the session and all. And the best part, like if you even learn something new from this session, it's a victory for us. And that's all for this session. You were a great audience. I hope I will meet you soon in the what you say. I think my cam is freeze by the way. So let's just stop the cam for now. Yep. So I will. I hope I will see you in the sessions. Let me share my screen. Yep. So I will see you in the future dev session or in the class. So it will be a really great experience. So that's it from my side, and my cam is free, so I could not say you goodbye, a proper goodbye to you. So let me just type,
Okay, sir.
okay, bye bye, tata, and take
Hi,
care.
sir.
Yeah,
Hi, sir.
bye bye.
Hi, sir. Can you just show us how to download the certificate?
Yeah, yeah. Before that, let
We
me just
just
tell
need
you how
to.
to download the certificate. I was like literally about to forget. Yeah, by the way, the quiz winners. So Aditya, you got the 500 rupees of Amazon voucher, and Kathiravan and Rajesh, you got 150 and 100 alicorns respectively. And to download your certificate, it's very easy. Just go inside our description, and here we'll get this one link. Just go here. Don't forget to mark your attendance, like I have told you how to mark your attendance. Let's open this, and you will automatically get, see the generate certificate here. So as soon as this session is over and you have marked your attendance, you will get this thing here. Just click on the generate certificate and wait for a minute or so. We are generating, and you can basically rate me how much you like this session a lot. So I'm just going to mark 10 here. If you're interested in our 6 months of program, just mark yes. If you have any suggestion for us, you can just give it a suggestion as well, and download the certificate and unlock it for 50 LU coins. So like just click on unlock, and just fill all the fields and all. So let me just fill my, oh my god, so now you know my address. So basically it's the address, and just download it. Yes, yep, and unlock. Address line, let's just go with some like your address. So I'm just going to go with Indore, and landmark, let's say Vijayanagar. So don't come and the country is obviously India, and the pin code, let's just go with this pin code for state Madhya Pradesh. Where's the MP here? Oh, I think I by mistake I selected the Iceland. The pin code, let's just go with this one and download it. All the fields are mandatory. Which field I have? Address line one. Uh, let's say MIG this thing. So I'm basically entering my, where is it? Madhya Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Yep, I'm from Madhya Pradesh by the way. Are, and let me just put Indore here. Indore. My mouse is not working properly, I think. That's the issue. Indore. Okay. So just fill the your address and download it. That's all. Just wait for a while. We are generating a certificate for you. We will have a C++ sessions. Okay. So you will we are generating certificate for you. Just wait for a minute and so. And as soon as the certificate is generated, you can just click on this button to download your certificate. Just give me that, please. Okay, so this progress bar is getting completed. Okay, that's all. And after that, you can share your certificate. So here we have our certificate. So this is the certificate, and you can share it on your LinkedIn, WhatsApp. So I'm just going to share it on my LinkedIn. So like it will be a great help. Just copy and paste this thing if you just want to share your achievement and all. So that's all how it's very easy to download your certificate. Don't forget it to like you will get your assignment on the one link. Yep. And the thing is, don't forget to share your certificate. Yeah, it will be a really great help. Yeah, so that's it about what do you say, the session, and it was a really great session here. And I like the session a lot. I hope you also did like the session, and I hope I will see you in the classroom. Okay, so bye bye. Let's see you in the
Okay.
classroom.
Uh, Thank you, Sanjay sir. Thank you for being with us for 5 days and teaching us that much of like HTML and CSS. I hope everyone is clear about the session and everyone is like happy that we have created something in HTML CSS. Sanjay sir, you can leave now. I'll take some of the like few queries. If any of the students have any queries, you can ask me in the chat. Meanwhile, I'm just reading your chat. So the source code will be shared on the Telegram and WhatsApp groups. So if you're not like joined in the groups, please join the groups from the one link. You can see the Telegram and WhatsApp toggle there on one link. I'm just going to take like 5 more minutes. So if you have any doubts, then please how to get the. I'll share the source code Ankit on the Telegram group, so you can join there. We have like over 13,000 people now there. Thanks a lot. Hi, yeah. Thank you, Samira, for attending all the 5 days. I'm noticing you are in the chat for last 5 days. How can I get the assignment question? You can just find the assignment question in the one link. You can see the assignments for day three, day two, and sorry, day three, day four, and day five on the one link, or you can call it like one page only. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear that you can download your certificate. Just complete your 50% of the progress, and you can download your certificate. To complete your 50% of your progress, you just need to like mark your attendance and submit the assignments if you want. The assignments are only for your practice, so you can have a practice that what we have learned till now. I checked. Just refresh today. I have enabled the certificates. You can just download it. Also attending. Yeah, Akku. Yeah, Akku, I know. Akku Keshav Sharma, Keshav is also attending for 5 days. I can see a lot of guys like attending this whole program and being in the chat. So like more guys are attending, but they have not subscribed to our channel and they are not getting the access to chat. So please, if you have not like subscribed, then please you can just subscribe. We have like 130K subscribers right now. You can increase it. So, okay, guys, thank you for being in the essentials. I hope you had a great time. I hope you have learned something in HTML and CSS. So, I'm just leaving right now. Bye bye. And just check. I think the certificates are okay. I should have not shown that. Let me just wait. Hmm. So we have one. Yeah, I think the certificates you can download it now. So I am just taking the leave. Bye bye, guys. Okay. And by the way, we are starting our future day subscription on tomorrow. From tomorrow, sorry for my fumble. We will start with building the resume. So please, if you are interested, join the future day. We have got like only one day to join. You can join it after that, but if you join now, you'll get like from resume to DSC all the things. And if you join after 1 week, you will get eight workshops basically, but the topics will be different. So if you are like interested in future day, just join it. We have it like for 399. It's a special price. We can we are waiting for a call, and then we are going to increase that price to 999 somewhere because uh, there are some reasons. So you'll get to know that. So if you are like interested in future, if you want to be a 360-degree developer, then please join the future dev subscription. And bye bye guys, I'm just leaving.